Hello Lefty Wannabes and welcome to my channel, Right Left Hand. It is day 339. Let's get started. We're in week 49, so we will continue writing the date, the day, the sentence, both upper and lowercase 2 times, the quote, both upper and lowercase 2 times, increasing numbers, and symbols. And the sentence is, 5 hexing wizard bots jump quickly. Again, we're writing that because it's a pangram containing all the letters of the alphabet, and we want to practice those letters in a variety of ways. And the quote is, "Education is the best provision for old age," by Aristotle. Let's go ahead and get started. As per usual, write the day over in the left-hand margin, day 339. And it is December, oh wait, yeah, you can see that good. Yeah, it is December, oh wow, 5th. It's so late right now for me. Yeah, December 5th, 2017. And it is Tuesday. Yeah. Whew. A little bit rough right there. And we'll go ahead and get started with writing our sentence. So, continue writing this kind of wacky sentence. You know, it's kind of fun to do, just because it's so strange. So yeah, it's good to see. Again, kind of weird. But, you know, hopefully it's enjoyable when you write it. And then also, it'll be fun to look back when you go through all your days of practice. If you're like me and you have it all in one notebook, you know, it might be fun to go back when this is all over and see what it was, you know, see the sentences you looked at, stuff like that. That would be cool. Yeah, 5 wizard bots, hexing wizard bots. Just, I don't know, it gives me some, you know, some images of like video games or like a fantasy novel, something like that. It's funny to see. So yeah. But, you know, it's good to get all these different letters in, even though we have, you know, used a lot of these exact words before, jump and quickly. Definitely. Those are very popular in these pangrams because, you know, you want to be able to use the J and the Q, and, you know, it works out pretty well here. I don't think we've ever used the word hexing until this week, so I guess that's a good thing, is we're practicing that word exclusively here. At least I'm pretty sure we hadn't done it in the past. I'm pretty sure we did wizard, because there's something like some wizards wanted to give the queen poison or something like that. I don't remember for sure, but it was something like that, so just, yeah. Keep that in mind. So they're going to keep on jumping quickly. All right, and now that we finished that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the quote, which is, "Education is the best provision for old age." And that is Aristotle. So take a little bit of time to kind of think about what this is saying, because I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that Aristotle was keen on education. He wanted people to learn and stuff like that. So, yeah. So basically, when you get old, keep up your education. Well, and really, what he says in a lot of his other quotes as well is, educated people are fundamentally different than uneducated people. And I think that could be kind of inflammatory nowadays. But, I don't. He definitely wasn't talking about formal college and getting a degree. If you don't have a PhD, then you're not good. No, there was no such thing as a PhD back then. And PhD is, a doctor of philosophy. So if anybody would have had the PhD, it would have been Aristotle, Socrates, or Plato. And they didn't. So, don't worry if your goal is to be a philosopher. You're in good company. But what he's really talking about, I think, is just the constant struggle to stay educated and to keep up with what's going on. Because, back then you had a lot of text to read, speeches to listen to, and other important things to think about. People were pretty involved in society. So, it was important to stay educated so that you could be useful and help in the time of need, decisions, stuff like that. So I think that's another thing to consider here is the context in which Aristotle says these things. It's not 2010 or 2017 or about to be 2018. It's a long time ago. So I noticed I squished this a little bit in here, the all caps, so I'm going to try not to do that this time. Just write as I need to and not be afraid to get those in there. Because it's all going to be better if I just write like I want to. So yeah. And also for the people who are older who are watching this, because I'm writing bigger, hopefully you can read. So not only is education the best provision for old age, but writing larger is also a good provision for old age. So keep that in mind as you move forward. All the things you got to do, stuff like that. Okay, now we'll go ahead and move on to the numbers. So we left off on 2,360 last time, so we'll go 2,361 all the way up to 2,380. And again, I want to be clear when I say those, so that's why I'm saying the whole number out loud. And yeah, just probably got to make sure that I write these a little bit smaller. I know last time I think the top row went over, and that usually is what happens because I get like overzealous or there's no kind of marker to show me where to write and how small to write, so I end up writing a little bit bigger in the top row, and then I scale it down in the second row because I know then how big I can write. So for some of these numbers, I actually like how my left hand writes them more than my right hand. Like sometimes when I write the 3, it looks pretty good. So who knows? Maybe I'll keep on writing everything with my right hand and just write numbers with my left hand exclusively. Alright, we finished the numbers, so we'll go ahead and move on to the symbols. Again, shouldn't take too long. We should know them by now. And yeah, I should have checked sooner, but you're still in sight of what I'm doing, so that's the important thing. Don't want to lose you guys. I don't want you guys to be blind to what I'm doing. So yeah. And almost done. And there you have it, day 339. Thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow and every day to practice with me. Alrighty, goodbye.